is such a special place. You can be from anywhere in the world and you'll be welcomed with open arms.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Breaking Bread, the Birmingham food podcast presented by just two mates who are obsessed with food. I'm Liam.
I'm Carl. Happy Christmas!
It's Carl. Yeah, happy Christmas! I was going to do the noddy order, but I got the voice.
No, I ain't got it.
I was going to do it. So how's things?
It's good, man. Exciting.
Yeah, who's not excited for Christmas? Especially when I'm off to Lapland, man.
Yeah, you're off to Lapland. I'm proper jealous. Can't get any more Christmas than Lapland.
Real snow. I'm just going to play in the snow. Just big class.
I like the idea of snow when I haven't got to work in it.
Yeah,
or like travel or do any of my normal day-to-day activities.
Yeah, that's
like on holiday when it's meant to be there.
Yeah.
I'm all over it.
Are you all sorted for Christmas?
I'm ready. I'm all ready.
We say that like we haven't got wives who do everything for us.
Mate, no one does
Oh, you do
shit for me. I do all the
what
food.
What are you cooking this year?
Rib of beef.
Nice. Because you do, like, people might not know, you do something different every year.
I try and do a different dinner every
What was last
single
year? Caribbean? Or?
No, last year was beef Wellington. Year before that was goose. Year before that was a Caribbean style Christmas dinner. And then it was turkey before that. So I'm running out of things to do now. So we got rib of beef this year. And I'm doing some pressure cooking some beef cheeks as well. So you can have some pulled meat with it as well.
Yeah, just a bit of
so that's going to be awesome. Well, I'm doing that a couple of days before, and all the juice, that's going to be made into the gravy with the browns. So I'm going to get and roast them and then cook them down for hours as well.
You start making your gravy like a couple of days before. Like.
Yeah, good gravy should be a couple of days before, to be honest.
I'm jealous. I'm always jealous when I look for it. It's even worse when people come up to me and they're like, your dinner looked good. I'm like, no. That's Carl. I had the turkey, I had the usual. It was great, but yeah, Carl had the exciting stuff. Not me.
No, there's things that'll always be on there as well. No matter what I'm doing, you got spuds and pigs in blankets. Bashford sausages wrapped in streaky bacon. None of these tiny little farty things.
Oh, so you do like a full size?
They're breakfast sausages. So the thin, long ones wrapped in bacon. It's just incredible. Honestly, next year I might just do a big pile of sausages.
I would riot if there was no pigs in blankets.
It's the best bit. I don't care what I was cooking. If I was doing a fish special, I'd still probably do pigs in blankets.
The stuff, I like stuffing as well. You do your own as well.
I do my own stuffing. I'm not doing it this year.
My wife's nan, she does the stuffing every year. It's tradition, and I love it. It's the sandwiches afterwards.
Yeah,
stuffing,
because you can slice it as well into like decent size, perfect bread slices.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. Before we get into this episode, we've got some exciting news. This episode is sponsored by JQ Bid, Jewelry Quarter Bid. We are mega excited to be working with these guys.
I am.
Just big fans of the Jewelry Quarter. Huge fans.
Oh, I love it. It's one of the best places in Birmingham to go out.
We've been going out there for years. Like, always been around the Jewelry Quarter. Even before it was a bit more trendy than it is now.
It's always been an interesting place though. Like there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, how can it not be? Look at the buildings.
Similar vibe to sort of Digbuff. It's old. It's had stuff happen there. You know what I mean?
I always feel like, it's only a stone's throw from the city centre over that bridge into Jewelry Quarter, but it's got like a separate village vibe. Yeah. It's like Bourneville, but like right next to the city centre.
Well, people forget you can actually get jewellery there as well. Like the jewellery shops are great. We both got our wives' engagement rings from there, and I think we got our wedding rings from there.
Definitely got our wedding rings from there. Yeah. Loads of great shops. I can't remember. I read how many independents there are there.
Loads.
Ridiculous amount of independent shops.
It's coffee, it's lunch spots, cafes, good bars, restaurants, everything's there.
And then days out as well. I like as you said about the history of the place. There's the museums. Too many to mention here. There's an art gallery there. Rock climbing, apparently.
There's a rock climbing place, yeah.
We're about to go for your Christmas shopping.
Oh, there's absolute loads to do in there.
I should definitely state this episode. We made this like a few weeks ago. Christmas specials work. They're all done in November. So we've already recorded this episode before we got contacted by the JQ team. And the fact that we've just spoke about so many Jewelry Quarter businesses in this end of year podcast. That's just because we love those places. It's not because we knew we were going to get sponsored by them or anything like that. And they haven't heard that we were going to talk about all these places.
No,
it's just a coincidence, pure coincidence.
I think if we're having any serious conversation about good stuff in Birmingham, the Jewellery Quarter is going to come up anyway. It comes up more than any other part of Birmingham, I think.
It's definitely up there in the conversation, the coolest neighbourhoods. So we should start this episode. It's not our normal kind of episode.
Yeah, this is a very different episode.
Yeah, it's a fun end of year kind of review. We recorded it in a pub. I want it to feel like you're with us in a boozer, just having a great conversation with great people, talking about great places. Yes, a massive thank you to the JQ Bid team. Obviously, perfect place to go and do your Christmas shopping. Get in there quick before the big day.
You know what's
Christmas
good?
Eve, I used to do mine. You know, I used to love it though.
What I get people now is vouchers. Just get people vouchers for a restaurant or a shop. It would help the restaurants and bars loads. If you can get a voucher for there, people can go there, have a meal. They get a night out. It's a great present.
Good idea. You say you're going Christmas shopping. You go to the pub. You sit in the pub, get out your phone, and do all your Christmas shopping on your phone while you're sat in the pub.
Yeah.
As I've said, this is the Christmas special. I want you to feel like you are in the pub with us, having a great conversation. So go pour yourself a big drink or make yourself a cup of tea. Relax and take in this episode for what it is and the fun and mayhem that comes with it.
Yeah, Jesus.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, this is
Go
all,
fuck yourself.
What an intro.
That's it. We're just going to do this now for an hour.
This outtake's going to be fantastic. Yeah, I have started recording. Welcome to Breaking Bread, the Birmingham food podcast that takes you behind the scenes, the most exciting food scene in the UK.
Woo!
This is a special, not your normal episode, as you'll be able to tell.
It's a wild one.
Glasses to give it away, mate.
You reckon?
I'm your host, Liam. Sitting next to me is my Christmassy brother from another mother,
Bonjour.
Carl. And opposite is Laura, Bite Your Brum, better known as Bite Your Brum, Chris, the Fat Foodie.
Hi, guys. Welcome.
I'm not. I was going to do a big intro, but everyone knows who you two are.
I'm a fat man with a few followers. It's all right. Check out your page.
Infamy is not always the one.
Multi-award-winning pages.
Is it notorious or infamous?
Did you win an award?
Did you?
I did win an award.
Me too.
Oh my God, I love that for us.
They're in my bathroom downstairs.
Oh, they're overrated, and they
Our
can't.
awards.
Awards are overrated, mate.
You can have mine. I can't remember where it
Have
is.
we got the best Birmingham podcast? I don't, that's what I don't
I
understand.
gaze at mine every time I take a shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so welcome to this Christmas special. Just a fun way to end the year. Thanks for agreeing to do this.
Thanks for having us and for the free facial wear.
Yes.
It's stylish. I definitely
feel
didn't
good
just
in
run
it.
into Pound Shop after the gym today, I promise.
Yeah, it feels very much my aesthetic.
I definitely robbed my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I was about to say dangly things. They're definitely not dangly. They're definitely
I
got
don't
a
see
picture.
them on a podcast.
I'll take either. I know.
Obviously, thanks to the head of Steam, where we're recording today, and Brendan and his team for looking after us. How's things?
Good, I think.
Yeah, I'm hungover.
So you
So
get
that's
to...
new.
No, I won't have it.
Shot.
I know. Yeah, I'm starting the Christmas season by just being smashed and trying not to, get arrested, really.
You've
but
just carried on
Yep.
from Las Vegas, really.
I have,
haven't you?
yeah.
You've stopped drinking since you've been back.
Yes.
Vegas vibes all
Yes,
day.
and I intend to go hurtling into December with great gusto.
I'm going to lie, Carl messaged me this morning at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and he was like, are you going to set up a group about it tonight and get it all sorted? And I was like, did you see Laura's Instagram the weekend? I don't think she's going to be worried about it just yet.
I
know
loved your
what?
reply. It was just like, yep, 5:30, see you there. Short and sweet.
So we thought we'd just do a little bit of a talk about the year, how it's been.
Oh, hello.
Did you want to?
Yeah, can I get some chicken tenders? Is that all right? Did I say salt and chili? Salt and chili, chili and salt, pepper and salt. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Just
get some cheeseburger fries.
Oh,
Some
could you?
cheeseburger top fries.
Yes. And you're having the cheeseburger loaded fries, yeah?
Yeah, just stick them in the middle. Everything.
Yeah.
Can I get? I'll get some chili cheese fries. Thank you.
I know. I did see the Donna fries on there, and I'm like, yeah.
And you've got allergies.
Oh, imagine. Absolutely devastated.
Thank you.
So,
Thanks.
fries, and a few more fries.
Fries before
Rise
guys.
o'clock.
Yeah, I started one before. That was a side project.
Oh. I'm a hustler, baby.
I did it once, and I was like, "Fuck, am I frying fries ever again?"
Nice.
What did you used to do? You used to do tots, didn't you?
It was with meat's bun. It was loaded tater tots, but then I thought, let's do loaded fries. So I was like, you can't go wrong with loaded fries. Everyone wants fries, so I set up a concept, fries before guys, and did it once at a bonfire night and got absolutely slapped. And I was like, I never want to see a fry again in my life.
And that's me done.
That was
I had
it.
no dream of working in a chippy.
Absolutely not. Loaded fries, yeah, I'll eat them. Definitely not frying anymore.
I've worked in a chippy, like a
Have
chip
you?
shop
Yeah.
chippy.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I lasted one day because this is what makes me laugh about that chip shop diva woman who keeps going live on TikTok.
Oh,
and
yeah,
getting those
merchants.
things. She looks
Yeah.
as miserable as I was the entire time I worked in one. So I did like a day. I basically got burnt pretty much immediately, and everybody was awful. And
A
it was
mini
just-
haddock meal. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, literally, and it was just so hot and like sweaty. And like, kudos to anyone who can do that because I lost my absolute shit within like an hour and was like, no.
I could just imagine looking like one of the battered fishes coming out, being like, ah, fuck that.
If you think 39-year-old me didn't have the patience for it, 17-year-old me definitely did not have the patience.
It's got to be one of the hardest jobs going in hospitality, I think.
Yeah,
Like that.
because there's no, it's like the worst kind of takeaway, isn't it? Because there's no like love really between the customer and the people behind the till. It's just one of them fish and chips, yeah, sound, salt and vinegar, yeah, sound. Fuck off. That's it, ain't it? There's like, you might get the how's your day been? They really don't care. They're like, just take it and go. Apart from the fish and chip diva.
Yeah, well, good for her.
Yeah, she's
Get that coin, girl.
one of a kind, yeah.
She'll probably be
Is
on
she
I'm
on
a
TikTok?
Celebrity. Yeah, she'll
She's
be on
on
I'm a Celebrity
TikTok.
next week, won't she?
I've
I'll
never
wheel
even
her in.
heard of her.
Yeah,
I'm lost on TikTok.
yeah, it's a
I'm not
whole
on it.
new world for me, man.
I have recently, I made a TikTok ages ago, and then I didn't really do anything with it. And then
Same.
recently, I've been attempting to forget that I'm a nearly 40-year-old woman and start trying to do the stuff that the kids are doing. So I've been,
I'm
you know,
waiting
like,
for your dance.
I'm not doing.
I wanna
I'm
see
never
you dance.
dancing.
No?
Oh my god! If anyone's ever watched
We'll
me
see on
dance,
December
it's
the
not one.
14th.
Yeah, yeah. But I've been trying to do like like viral reviews. So when something's gone viral, but all of them are shit. They're horrible, and I feel like this constant moaning old woman on there because I'm like, why do you all like this? It's grim. but
I
yeah.
liked your takeaway ones that you were doing.
Yeah.
Getting takeaways.
How to
yeah.
find like British Raising Canes and stuff.
Yeah.
Play the algorithm, innit?
Yes. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
The pubs one was good as well, you know, when you've done about the Craven and stuff like that.
So I love that. I've got another one of those to go in the next couple of weeks about the series about old man pubs, as I call them.
Yeah, old
And
man.
best
pubs.
I love an old man pub.
Yeah.
I grew up in a town that is pure old man pub vibe, and when the Woodman reopened, I think I was the happiest person in Birmingham about that. When I went in, the guy who works there, who's been there for a really long time, he was like, "I knew I'd see you." And I was like,
Your first through
yes.
the door, like.
Honestly, I think I was in the first day it opened. I must have been one of the first people back in.
Yeah.
I love an old man pub. So yeah, Craven Arms is another one.
Yeah. My local boozer is an old man's pub to the point where I think it's still got carpet in the girls' toilets.
Oh, lovely.
No, I don't know that from being in the
Do you
girls'
spend much
toilet.
time hanging around girls' toilets?
Next to the fag machine.
Lovely.
But yeah, the engine is a great boozer. Yeah, like you get proper old, like low ceilings, old carpets.
Still has that
Good
faint smell of
Guinness.
like chips and Banks's beer.
Yes.
You know?
And
Yeah.
smoke, even though it's the smoking
Yeah.
bins banned for
They
like
have
20
that
years.
smell because it's like permeated into the walls.
Yeah.
I think they should allow someone to just, when it's shut, go through with a load of fags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go back in, it still
Yeah.
smells of fags.
That
in
would
there.
be like my dream job. Just being the phantom smoker.
To be fair, when it rains, they just stand outside the front and smoke. So when the door opens, you do get fumigated. And
Yeah,
it's
I like
nice.
it.
Second-hand
I
smoke,
like
love it.
But it's all like the old tiles, and it's just beautiful. I love it very much. They made it a listed building now, haven't they, Craven?
Yeah.
So they can't knock it down.
Good.
Yes.
which is a first for Birmingham because we love knocking stuff
Oh,
down.
yeah, anything nice.
Woo!
Get rid of that.
That's pretty. Let's smash it down.
The Q Club is next. I want someone to turn the Q Club into a like food hall and working space. I think it's just such a wasted space. You ever been to the Q Club?
I don't think so.
Q Club. What was it before? I forgot what it's called.
I know what you're on about.
The
Whereabouts?
Q Club. You've never.
Whereabouts is it?
I'm
I'm gonna
lost.
find.
I've got a
Sorry, I
clue.
shouldn't be doing this on air. So.
Is it in Birmingham City Centre? or-
Yes, I don't know what the actual building's called. Q Club. Hold on. Just gonna get some sick on that.
Bear with us, please.
Q Club.
I don't know what.
I've never heard of this.
Remember Obar? Obar stuff.
Obar is still there. As somebody who has the unfortunate pleasure of living just off Broad Street, I truly believe that Obar will outlive us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrendous. I've been to so many birthdays of days of future past that when I walk past it, you can almost it's quite weird. You can see the
Yeah. Well,
smell
Tap and
it.
Spill
Smell
used
it
to be
from-
our old haunt back
Yeah.
in the day.
Did
Go
you used to
there
go when they did the 3 a.m. karaoke?
We used to just go and I think it was about 3 a.m. we were getting there.
Yeah.
Sammy had it. Remember Sammy? And he used to come around with samosas
Yes.
in the lock-in
So
3
they
in the
used
morning.
to do karaoke on a Friday night, and it'd be open till 3, 4 in the morning, and it was always full of the best people in crazy pubs, the ones that would tell you a wild story and then get up and sing Frank Sinatra in the style of Les Dawson or something. It's a fucking weird place.
I thought you said Skinner.
No,
Hadn't that?
So I found it. Sorry, my balls just dropped. It is the Methodist Central Hall. It's a Grade 2 listed building.
I've never heard of it.
You never heard
I
of it,
need
honestly.
photos.
It's like an opera theatre. It's got like
Where?
a stage.
What part of Birmingham is this?
Oh, I know.
Oh, hang on,
want-
is that over by Boston
the law
Tea
courts?
Party?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes,
Door
I
to
know where
Boston
you
Tea
mean.
Party.
yeah.
You want to see inside it.
Oh.
It is. I've been to many
I
a
walked past
rave
that the
there.
other day and didn't know what it was, and it didn't occur to me.
Honestly,
Have you seen that page on Facebook? Abandoned places.
Abandoned places
Yeah,
in
somebody
West
went in there,
Midlands.
and had a walk around. Looks
A friend of
wicked.
mine in Birmingham is one of those people who breaks into abandoned places and takes photos.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a website called 28 Days Later, I'm
Yeah,
sure, and they
he
just
breaks into old
posts-
disused hospitals and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's
Morbidly
wicked.
curious about it.
Yeah, that's a bit scary.
Some of them are stunning.
Gotta have a hobby. You know what?
Breaking
Gotta have
an
a hobby.
entry.
Yeah.
And if you
Don't
like
break an
quiet
entry.
places, then good for you.
We're working on the BBC studios, the old tea factory.
Yeah.
And when I got into there, we were one of the first people on the job. Some of the art that was inside was incredible.
Oh,
And
really?
they've just knocked it all down now. It's terrible.
Mad, isn't it?
Keep these
Yeah.
things. I still
Yeah.
miss the library. I like what they've done with the
Yeah.
area, but I still miss it.
You miss Hooters. Just say you miss Hooters. The other one was, when they closed Snobs down and then they were redoing it all up. When they went and the developers went in, the actual basement of what was Snobs nightclub, loads of graffiti artists had gone in. Apparently it looked amazing. But they obviously were like, well, that's nice. But apparently it looked really, really good. There's some photos of it floating about on Twitter somewhere, but
Fuck.
I miss Snobs.
Yeah.
I miss Snobs.
The
That was
original.
the worst thing. Of everything that's ever closed down, that's the worst thing they've closed down.
2024 has given us many things.
The opening was quite memorable as well, wasn't it? From what I hear.
Oh, that's new Snobs. I mean,
News-
old
New
Snobs.
Snobs is well, it's there.
It's alive.
Yes,
It's around.
It's around.
It sells something.
the toilets don't flood as much as the old ones. I guess that's good.
Yeah, you're going to wade
Just up to
through
your
piss to get to
ankles,
the
yeah.
boat.
Lovely.
For a whiz.
It's been a weird year for openings and closings.
I know.
Yeah.
Polly closed down.
I know. We
It's
lost
good to
Polly. That
go
was a
Polly.
hard one.
Even the
Hard
bigger
one
ones
to
like
take.
Bondabust. That went,
Bondabust,
Yeah,
I'm surprised by
North
that.
Brewing Co.
Yeah.
Like people the ones that are coming from outside here and
Yeah.
The Northbury one was bad because I went there a lot as well.
I did as well.
I thought it was really good.
and it was really nice in summer because it had so much outdoor space. But I think they struggled with the footfall because
Yeah.
unless you're in those two
Just in the
buildings
wrong
at the
part of
end
town,
or you're
innit?
using the tram, not really. You've
Not
got to
gonna
go
know
out
it's
your
even
way
there,
to-
are you?
no.
You have to turn left out of Snow Hill. That was the
No
weirdest
one's ever
thing.
turned left out.
No one
Yeah.
turns left. Do you know, I used
Feels
to go
illegal
Wayland,
walking down those steps.
to get to
doesn't it?
Wayland Yard. I used to go through Great Western Arcade
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and then turn left and then come back to get
Oh.
to I never
That's a
realised
very convoluted
you could
way
just
of
turn
doing it.
left and then turn right. I never knew because I've never
Ah.
turned left. No one goes left out of Snow Hill.
I think it's because it didn't look like a bar. So even if you did turn left and look down the road, you'd be hard pushed to know it was there anyway. You'd have
Yeah, I
to
suppose they had the
literally walk
seating
in to see it.
outside, but it was still a bit like,
That was good. I thought that was great. And Bunderbust, I thought that was great.
yeah. Again, and
That unit's cursed.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I have a theory on this. That unit on Bennettsville is cursed because that is now in my incarnation as food blogging. I swear it's had 4 or 5 things in it. Like, and yet next door you have the Welly, which will probably outlive all of us.
Yeah.
So it's proof that street does work. It's just that
Yeah.
there's something about that unit that doesn't seem to like, and they've tried to do fine dining in it. They've tried to do pubs in it. It just doesn't ever seem to. It's a strange.
Why do you think
I
that
don't
is?
get it.
I don't know if it's the layout of the bar. Because
Yeah,
I
the
love
different
Pint Shop.
levels
I was a
and-
big Pint Shop
Pint
fan.
Shop.
Pint Shop
Place.
reminds me of when the pandemic started and we were all stood in Pint Shop like, I think everything's fucked, lads. And then they were like, we need to close. I was like, oh right, okay, wow.
Conrad done that fish and chip pop up just before, like
Yeah.
literally days before COVID, and we were all in there like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is this the world?
That
end?
was
allowed
fun,
to be
wasn't
here.
it? Do you remember COVID? Fucking hell, that was a fun time.
Still comes up every
Fucking
episode.
hell.
Wow.
Lovely weather.
Lovely
Great
weather. For the
weather.
first one.
Yeah.
I had a great time in the first one. I went
Yeah.
absolutely batshit crazy in the
No
second
one liked
one.
the sequel, did they?
I dressed
No,
up
the
as-
sequel
no.
sucked balls. I was literally just waking up and drinking margaritas. Like
Yeah.
it was not. You can't live like that forever. I mean, I try, but yeah, no.
Harry from Burning Barn Rum was saying in the podcast that it was like Christmas every week during that period. The amount of like home deliveries they were doing was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everyone just
But everyone
started
got
drinking.
everyone kind of made it work the second time round. The first time, everyone just went, it's warm.
Zoom.
Like, whereas the second one, I think people had sort of
Pub
figured
quiz,
out.
anyone?
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
definitely been stark bollock naked on a Zoom call, sat in my lounge drinking red wine. That
was last week.
Yeah. Yesterday.
I quit my job in lockdown.
Oh, man.
I fully lost my shit. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And I quit my job, and that's when I went freelance 3 years ago. Yeah. So there's some good came out of it.
Yeah, forget you've got a proper job in this industry.
Do you know what? I forget I've got a proper
Yeah,
job.
you're a professional on this stuff.
Like, it's quite funny.
I'm just winging it.
If
Are
you'd
you
have
a
told
professional
me,
content creator.
if you'd have told me at uni what I do as a job now, I'd have thought that is hilarious.
Really.
What do? You take pictures of burgers, like,
I take a great picture of some food.
you know, like it's just funny, isn't it? But
You know when the news is like full of doom, you know, after Pinellas closed and it felt like everything was going to close.
Yeah.
Does that affect you?
in terms of work,
in terms of everything, like, you know, it affects us because we're like, oh, we're trying to champion this city, and now it feels like
yeah.
it's taken a hit.
Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because the last couple of months have been really bad in some ways, like with several very popular places closing that have quite, I think, taken people by surprise a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, Polly was a big one, especially, that I think people were like, but it's always busy. But you never, I don't think you can always, the way the landscape works now, it's just so different, and it's hard to keep a business going with all the rates
Yeah.
changing.
You don't know what's going on behind the scenes as well, do you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then equally, in the last couple of months, we've had loads of new things come and some really big stuff come to Birmingham, which is really good because it puts us on a map in a different way. You know, like the Big Mama stuff coming in, and I think there was a point where people thought that sort of stuff wouldn't bother coming to Birmingham. They seemed to bypass us for a bit, go to Manchester, go to Leeds, go to Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's been the last 6 months have been a lot, haven't they? I think. It felt like at one point there was something closing every week, and then suddenly there's something opening every week now.
Yeah, I think you think outside of Birmingham as well. I don't see that many closures happening in Manchester or London. If anything, there's more opening. But you talk about the centres of them cities, and it's thriving with independents. I think because of the rates being so high in Birmingham, it's hard for an independent to open on a high street like this, especially.
The high street is really tricky anyway, though, because the way how it works and how it's owned. So it's not like, so you can see an empty unit and you think, well, why don't they just put somebody in it? And it's not that there's nobody who wants to go in it; it's that they physically can't sell you the unit.
Yeah.
And that's a problem because it means it makes the high street look empty.
Yeah.
But it's the sort of, you can't help it because the person who owns it lives overseas and you can't get hold of them. Like,
Nothing you can do about it.
no.
Yeah.
Unless you own a chicken shop, in which case the chicken corner. All right.
It had
Well,
Popeyes.
Pepe's, yeah. No,
Popeyes,
yeah,
yeah,
Popeyes is.
It Is it?
Shit.
Oh, is it?
It's awful. Popeye's chicken.
That was good.
Anemic old wings and crusty
No.
old bits of... Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
I had a Wingstop the other day that I thought was horrible, and someone on Instagram was like, "No, you've got to have Popeyes. It's amazing." And I had it, and it pissed me off even more than the Wingstop.
They're both
did,
as bad
so
as
I
each
couldn't
other.
have it.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
here we go.
Hello.
Yeah,
think
it's like
so.
all in the middle, yeah.
This is the burger cheeseburger.
Oh
Yes,
my
then.
god.
You know what you were ordering.
Yeah.
The salt and pepper style chicken tenders.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes. Bloody hell. Health is wealth, everyone. Health is wealth.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gonna get balls deep in them tenders.
What should we do? Pause and eat? Just crack on.
Yeah,
Crack
crack on if you want.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm alright.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
What has opened or closed this year that you're happy and sad about?
Most happy about Rabbit.
Yes.
I've been trying to hold off talking about Rabbit because that's a
I would talk about Rabbit all
forever.
day.
I think we would as well.
Those women are absolute gold.
Yeah.
She did aerospace, didn't she?
Yeah.
I was watching it, listening to it.
I am
Yeah, mad.
quite obsessed with Ash and Erin. I love them.
Oh, I think the food,
they are
them-
phenomenal human beings. Their food is fabulous. I'm so happy for them in terms of like how well that has been received, not just in Birmingham, but how like people are travelling from everywhere to come to that. And that's testament to if you have a good thing, doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter if your unit's
People will travel.
massive or whatever, it's people will travel for what is good.
Yeah.
So I have got my cheerleading outfit on anytime they wish for me to throw myself up.
But I don't know anyone that hasn't said it's phenomenal either.
Yeah.
Everyone that's been, even people I know that aren't that foodie, they're like, no, I love it. It's incredible.
Yeah, you can have such a good night out in that, like literally within like a 4-meter radius now. You go and have dinner at Rabbit, you go and have some cocktails at Couch, you go and get your pissed up beers on down at Deadbeat. That's my little triangle of choice.
Even Cork and Cage as well. Cool
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
There's- Well, Sturchy's just...
Hey, you don't need us to tell you.
Sturchy's doing it. Sturchy doesn't need
Road
anyone's
is
fucking
like
help,
a-
does it?
Yeah, foodie heaven.
I don't think a McDonald's is going to damage it too much.
That
was
that
uproar,
ain't
wasn't
going to happen.
Uproar.
They will shit biscuits before they let that happen there. No
Chain
way.
themselves to the concrete.
No,
Yeah.
no chance that's going to happen.
I love how they just Rabbit. They just decided, you know what? We're just going to do it our way. Fuck everything. We're going to have a small restaurant. We're going to do what we want to do.
Open
change
on
the menu.
days that make us have a good, happy
Yeah.
life.
Monday to
Isn't it
Friday.
amazing? You can choose to be happy. Yay!
It's not
Who knew?
7-day week.
You don't have to
running
be 7
yourself
days
into
a
the
week
ground.
hating everything. Yeah.
Crazy. Other openings. Do you know, I've really liked Albatross.
I really liked Albatross,
Yeah.
and I appreciate the effort that's gone into making that work. Like when they originally started with the concept of it, it's changed slightly since then, and it's had several incarnations to get to the point that it's at. It's also 5 minutes walk from my house, so. But yeah, the food's great, and also I love their accessibility in terms of like sake, and it's just such an enjoyable experience generally.
We loved it, didn't we?
It's
Yeah,
mental, you know.
I
They always say
thought
like
it was
a good meal transports you somewhere else. Like that feels like it's generally like another like planet.
It's the
Yeah.
You're like,
experience
what
of
the
it all,
fuck?
isn't
This
it?
is amazing. Like the music's mental.
You can feel everybody involved in it is really enjoying it as well, from every aspect. Like whether that's the chefs or front of house, or I just think there's a lot of joy that's gone into that.
Rachel's fantastic as well. Like, just
Yes.
radiates brilliance, doesn't she?
She's the brains of the operation, is Rach.
What do you like opening, Chris? What's been your opening this year?
Yeah, for me, there's not been like anything that's really like stood out for me too much this year. Anyway,
How about street food traders or anything like that? Anything new?
is there any new street food traders in Brum?
This chip van's come out of nowhere. What's this? What's it called? English chip van or something like that? Street
Oh,
food
West
chip van.
Midlands chip van.
Yeah.
So they've been going for quite a while.
Oh, have they?
He does like a Indian style fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Like really, really good.
I've got serious FOMO. I've not tried it yet, and
Yeah, so
everyone
I
just
caught
raves
him
about
at Leamington Food Festival 2 years ago, potentially, maybe even longer than that, 3 years maybe. But yeah, his food is he's a pianist. And just
Sorry,
weddings.
He's a what now?
He's a pianist. No,
Oh, yeah.
he's a pianist. And does like weddings and stuff, and then does West
I love a
Midlands chip
pianist.
band. Yeah. Ding 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 ding.
That's not hungry.
Yeah, street food traders. I suppose Chef Shack stopped doing Chef Shack. Well, I don't know if he stopped doing it, but Shrimp Shack was born.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've tried his seafood
It
platter,
is.
but
Delicious.
it's absolutely fantastic. Prawns, even does a little bit of grilled lobster on there.
He did a residency at Hockley Social for a while, didn't he? And I think that's where most people would have got the chance
Yeah.
to have it. But yeah, his food's great.
Yeah, I seen him at Herbert's Yard, and he did a little thing in Kenilworth, and I mean, I love seafood anyway, but the fact that you can get a seafood platter like that out of a 3x3 gazebo, yeah, it's levels. Big up, Rich.
Something we don't have enough of in Birmingham either. Obviously, we got Albatross, but Oyster Club.
Yeah, Seafood City.
Seafood City, that opened this year.
Yeah.
That's the same people as Vietnamese Street Kitchen.
Yeah, Oliver is he's a great guy, man. And to be fair, when we went, I said, you give me the platter how you'd have it. And he'd have it salt and chili, fried, with a pot of Cajun sauce next to it. And I'm telling you now, that's one of my things, my top 3 or memorable things is that platter with that dip.
I had the pleasure of watching Chris eat that.
Honestly,
Like a bulldog eating mayonnaise, it was.
I kind of just went, huff, 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 huff.
Stunning.
I feel like a lot of this podcast is just me giggling.
Mine would be rabbit or albatross. And I would not want to pick one of them. I think they're both very good in different ways, and I hope that the people get behind them and love it.
You can't get a table at Rabbit, so there's something's
That's
going
true.
right.
Yes, can you all go away? Actually, you're ruining my life.
Stop going there.
I do that. I sometimes post about things, and someone will message me and be like, "Can you not tell anyone about that? Like, I don't want you to come."
I don't want them to get any.
Yeah, they're like, "I don't want you to come like bring a load more people to it."
Yeah.
I don't think Rabbit needs my help for that, to be honest. Yeah. They're doing just fine on their own.
I'll tell you what I also like though. You were at the opening of this as well. Was Corner Shop Pizza.
Corner shop
Oh,
pizza.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, actually.
No, I love that. Something different. We kind of like had no pizza in Birmingham, and then we had loads of pizza, but all very similar pizza. And
Yeah.
then also
Yeah.
Corner Shop, and it was like yes.
Yeah, that deep dish beauty. And Scott was talking to me about getting the right oven, because the oven that he was using when he started wouldn't go up to the temp to get that cheese crust. But they got it now.
And you need
Yeah, I
that
didn't
cheese
do
crust.
it.
And it's a good old
It was
cheese
so good.
crust.
So filling, though.
The best bit of any lasagna
If anyone
is
can
that
eat a full
crispy
one, I'd
bit
be
in it.
amazed.
I will take that challenge.
I will sit there and watch you do that challenge, because you think, oh yeah, I'd smash a load of this. It's light, it's fluffy, and then after a slice, you're like,
I think you are forgetting that I am a fat bastard.
that you are a barrel.
And when I'm hungover, I can really put food away.
I'm gonna order. I'll buy the pizza.
You might be good.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Do you want
I did send the owner of Dine Out magazine to the wilderness a week or 2 back, and he said he was sat there and they played Slipknot during dessert.
Yeah.
Spit it out, and I'm like, that's the wilderness for you. But yeah, he had a great time. But no, anyone who asks for any recommendations, like, you been to Bonehead? No, go to Bonehead.
It's always the first thing I say, Bonehead.
My husband lives in Bonehead. So I created an absolute fucking monster there. So when Bonehead opened, I kept it a little bit of a secret from him for a bit. And then I was like, oh, I think he's going to really like this. He literally has a chair at the end of the bar that's his.
It's usually in there when I go in there. It's usually in at the bar.
Yeah, and there are more, the Polaroids they have everywhere. There are more Polaroids of me and Ian than any other patron.
Yeah, he has a tattoo of Bonehead.
He
has
does
a Bonehead
yeah.
tattoo.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have to.
He does. He has a little, the Bonehead skull. He's got that on his arm, and I think Sham thought he was joking when he told him, and he was like, "Bush." But yeah,
It just looks good anyway. It's a good symbol.
Yeah, it's a good
it does. I always say if Ian goes missing, I'd be like, check Bonehead, check Arch 13, check Meat Shack,
Yeah,
and
Meat
check
Shack.
Deadbeat. If he's not there, he's dead.
Yeah.
If
He's
not
been
with
had by
me-
the geese.
Exactly, or he's been attacked by the geese on the canal.
Yeah.
That's one of my highlights of the year.
Is
Yes.
there?
Ian going
Absolutely.
viral.
Ian going
Oh
viral.
my God.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. That was so funny because he works in a job where he doesn't have access to his phone during the day. And he came out and was just like,
What has happened?
Laura, what do I do?
he literally was like, I don't know what to do. And I genuinely was like, from a work perspective, I was like, okay, this is what you need to do to monetize this.
Yeah. I was waiting for the next one. Day by day, I was waiting for it.
The one that went viral, he sold the rights to it and it made money in America.
Oh,
No way.
amazing.
Yeah. It was a whole weird
what
couple
made
of
it
days,
bad.
that was.
It's a weird planet.
Your
isn't
tweet
it?
saying, "This is absolutely amazing because I know for a fact Ian is at work and has no idea that this is going on."
He came out and was like, he came out and just texted me going,
I feel like we all should have
What is
waited
this?
outside for him, like, and cheered, like, "Oh my God."
Party poppers.
Yeah, that was quite a funny part of this year, to be fair. But
I thought it was brilliant. Also, a low light of the year was just X in general, Twitter in general.
yeah,
Just
Twitter.
how shit.
Oh,
Twitter's
Twitter's gone in it.
I've stopped
That's
using
next
it.
gone.
We've stopped using it now.
What's the new one?
Yeah,
Blue
it's,
Sea or
I've
something?
never used it really.
it's done, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's only
It's
so
a bit
many
of a
times you
cesspool
can
now,
block
isn't it?
Elon Musk and he still appears. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Absolute helmet.
What were they? Just
These are like chili cheese fries.
Oh, chili
They're really
cheese.
good. They're better than
They
that.
are good. They taste more like pizza fries.
They
though.
do
Yeah.
taste like pizza.
I'm going to think of a long question so you can answer and I can eat chili
Okay.
cheese. We
What's
should get
your-
onto our top three.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we should get onto our top threes.
So I've written a list.
Have you got a whole? I've got.
massive
My memory is, as I said, you asked me about openings, and I'm like,
No,
yeah,
Mom.
Boojum last week.
Fucking hell.
Oh, you've
Yeah.
literally even given it a little title and everything.
Yeah, memorable moments. I've got real bad ADHD, so I'm a man for a list.
Yeah, I love it.
If I
Good.
don't have a list,
That is concise. It's even got the places to tick.
yeah, and then as I go down, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be boop, and then that
Lovely.
one, and it sends it to the bottom.
Very good.
Wow.
Cheers, Apple. So memorable dishes, not a Birmingham-based one, but Black Cactus barbecue. I think the barbecue scene in general in the UK is getting better and better. Obviously, we've got Andy up here who's just moved into Cut. But Black Cactus do a 220 gram ex-dairy smoked beef patty. So it's like this thick. And I'm telling you now, you've never tried a burger. I don't even know if you can call it a burger. But it is.
It's meat in a bun.
They season it with salt and pepper like you would do a brisket. They smoke it for hours.
Wow.
It's pink. It's juicy. They did it like a cherry smoked hog cheek. Yeah. It's levels.
Where is it, Chris?
So they were in the XL Brewery in London, Walthamstow, but they've just stopped there and they're currently looking for a new home. So they're doing pop-ups. So I'm just trying to get them into Herbert's yard because they've got a van. So I want
Let
to get
us
them.
know. Let us know.
There's a few that I want to get to Herbert's yard. Chicken George, I want to get to Herbert's yard. Gertie's already in there.
My Gert are the biggest wings I've ever seen in my life.
Hench,
Ridiculous.
ain't they? He's tender.
What
Hench
does he do?
wings.
They're massive.
Right.
I've never seen them. They're
Yeah.
like chicken thighs. They're huge.
He come the first time that he was there. I think I was there next to him as Meat's bum, and he was complaining about the size of his tenders because they were too big. But obviously he's buying in weight, and if the tenders are too big, he's not getting. And he was like, "Fucking bloke sent me 2 big tenders." I was like, "As if you're complaining about the size of your tenders." But I'm took there. They were this big.
Yeah.
No.
Size of my arm.
Yeah. Size of a baby's arm. Yeah, Black Cactus, Shrimp Shack. Again, I mentioned that about the ultimate combo. Seafood City, Ollie with the fried salt and chili pot. And then I tried a taco from Massa Tacos. Again, another southern-based street food trader, but it was like grilled ox tongue that had like rice crackers, and it was levels.
Nice.
But yeah, there's a few. You got to remember, like I stopped Meat's bun in August of last year, so like I'm just getting back into doing my page really, and I've taken it 4 times like 4 months ago. So me fully getting into like the food scene again has only been
I liked
pretty
your burgers,
recent.
mate.
I love them.
they were really
Yeah.
good.
I had a lot of them at Zumhof after
Yes.
the time we don't speak.
After the
of.
time, well, that was Zumhof was an experience.
Is Zumhof still open?
No, it's shut and it's only open for special events now. So the
I've been there a
guys
long
behind
time.
Albatross owned it, Mission Mars, and then they've
Yeah.
sold it to event promoters.
Oh.
And yeah, it's only open on certain days. But I thought Zumhof was going to be the next
one.
big food hall in Birmingham. People
Well, they
will come
sold
up.
it as that, didn't they?
Yeah, and then you weren't allowed upstairs to order your food. It was all sit downstairs. They used to have parties in rooms opposite and try and corner it off with like tables and chairs. I had one bloke who was that out of his face on. Can I say it? Ketamine? He was off his face on ket. He
no rules.
pissed and shit himself and was sick. And they literally put a plastic black bag over him and escorted him out. And I thought, that's the time for me to leave, I think.
We want where you're eating.
That's me done.
yeah. Meat, but no, I'm
Had a weird vibe in there, didn't it? Like it never just.
It was
got
always
relaxed enough,
freezing
and it was
cold.
cold. Yeah.
Very loud.
So cold. We
Sounds
sound
so
like
old.
such old bitches.
yeah.
Oh,
It was
oh.
Too many stairs.
So cold.
As a venue, it's a great venue.
Yeah, it was
I think
big.
it just needs to be used for the right purposes.
Yeah.
If it had been turned into a proper food hall where you'd had like little kitchens all down the side, it might have worked. But to have the kitchens upstairs and then the bar downstairs and your QR codes, again, it was coming out of COVID, wasn't it? So it was all QR codes and all that. Just takes the personal experience out of it, I feel. Yeah, but thanks for my burgers, guys.
No,
Still got it there if everyone wanna do
I
it,
did
but-
really like the blue cheese one. Was
Black
really
and
good.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
nice.
really liked that.
Got into the
yeah.
finals
You'll
of the
pop up at
National
the
Burger
wilderness,
Awards.
mate. Fucking
Yes.
hell, remember that?
Yeah.
That was
That was
banging.
Do you know what?
phenomenal.
I forget that I did that, but it was.
I forget a lot of things.
Yeah,
So that came
I
in.
blame my dad. Yeah, now.
When you shit yourself
That
for
was
Zoom.
E, mate. I fucking love a pillow. I do. You know what I mean? Yeah. No. Yeah. Funny one for that. I remember messaging Alex and being like, "Yeah, so what do I need?" You know, he's like, "Literally, just turn up, mate. You'll be sound." I'm like, "Okay, sound. Just I don't need anything. No, just turn up." I turned up, and they're all like, "Have you not even bought any knives?" I was like, "Nah, mate. You just told me to turn up." It's like you've got the menu, and I had to like borrow knives off people, and it was just. But everyone else had a great time. So
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Apparently, they could have sold tickets twice over, which is a great thing to hear. So
No, man, I loved it.
yeah, I just love the way that they took basically my menu and just put a twist on everything.
Made it fancy.
Yeah, the dehydrated black pudding and the black garlic ketchup on the black and blue, and like the deep fried guinea pig or I don't know what it is. It was mad, but yeah, every dish was
That
great.
is
And
exotic.
The smiley faces. I remember being stood there doing the mash and the smiley faces out. Yeah, it was no, it was the unsmiley faces, wasn't it?
Unsmiley,
Yeah,
Unsmiley
yeah.
faces. Yeah, good, loved it.
I've tried to think about this in terms of like something a bit more high-endy, something a bit more middle-y. So the last Meat Shack special was called, what was it, the DFG.
Oh,
And
yes.
it was 2 smashed patties with onions smashed right into the
Oklahoma
patty.
style. Yeah.
And the sauce on it was just incredible. And you know when like you're so hungry and you eat something and you just think, I think I've just seen Jesus. Like
Yeah.
it was so
Lights come down.
Oh my God. It properly like and it was so funny because there was tables who all got food at the same time and we were all just looking at each other like fuck yeah. That was genuinely, and also the Santa Shack is back.
Yes.
And I campaign for that every year, much to the absolute dismay of Paul, who clearly hates making it
I was about to say
every single year.
I love the fact that if you described that burger to Paul the way you just did, said, "Paul, this burger was," it would be like, "Sam."
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate cooking it.
Yeah.
Then my other one, and I only had this the other day. So you know your coochie.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Your coochie?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
You're not Gucci. Your Coochie in Sturchley had on this minced pork noodles. and it had all these different greens in it, and it was just the most like perfection level of spice and flavour, and I ate it and genuinely went away like I said as I left, that was the nicest thing I've ever eaten from, like, you guys make great food, but that was like stunningly good.
Yeah.
It's just like comfort food, and it was just delightful. And then I think when I think back to probably Rabbit, the first time I went, I had the set menu. You know, on a Monday they do a shorter menu. There was an asparagus dish. Can't for the life of me remember what it was called, but it was spring when I went, and it was just perfection of like how food should make you feel in that season. It was just really, really lovely.
Had you any of their
And then
pop-ups?
also everything at literally the entire menu at Albatross. Why am I saying that? Albatross, because it's all my favourite stuff.
Yeah, mine.
Like literally, I was just like, there is nothing on this menu. Like Albatross's menu was stunning, perfection, no change.
We just said in the car here we couldn't pick one dish. It's a whole experience altogether.
Yeah.
So I feel harsh that it's not in my top three.
You need all the
but
different textures together, and it changes as you're moving forward with it. And if you have the wine pairing with it, which includes all the different drinks, and it's really lovely.
It's my favourite part of any taster menu is that fish course, usually the raw sort of fish, and that's every course there. So it's like brilliant.
There was like nothing on that menu I would have changed. I just thought, they were like, have you got any feedback? And I was like, I want to eat it again.
It's good.
Can I have it again now? Thanks. But no, it's really good. They'd probably be mine.
they're yours.
Good shot. Go on, no, I'll jump in. I don't mind.
Go on.
You eat your fries.
I can't eat fries now because I'm on camera. So
I'm just going to shove loads of food in my mouth and I'm not.
I'm starting off with, burgers are doing well out of us this week, but I'm going with the OPM, the mortadella special that they had. Fried mortadella, sauerkraut on the burger. It's one of them where, similar experience what you had. I was with my friend and he started eating it first because I was nailing the wings. And I just seen his face and I was like, oh, I've got to try this. He went, I don't get it. I bit it, I was like, nah, that's not right. Bit it again, I was like, it is. This is one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. It was incredible.
There is nothing that makes me happier than a man shoving bread and meat in his face and just feeling absolute joy from it. Like, I love it.
It was phenomenal. It had flavours I've not had in his, but I think there was like caraway or something like that. Something aniseedy, which I've never had in a burger before. And the fried mortadella, like, instead of bacon, it was just another...
Yeah, that sounds really good.
It was incredible. Like, it's one of them things I'm like, this shouldn't be a special. This should be on the menu.
That should just be there all the time.
Permanently. It was incredible.
It's the way you messaged me straight after and was like, I've just had one of the best things I've ever eaten. And then I woke up the next morning to another message at like stupid o'clock in the morning saying, I thought about it. It's definitely the best thing I've ever eaten.
I love that.
I like to sleep on it as well and double check the next day.
Have I woken up thinking about it again?
I just drank
love
too
that.
much. And no, I hadn't. I thought it was great.
Yeah, well, also just shit-faced and it felt good in the moment. No, it was actually good.
I'm going another rabbit like yourself. It's the best It's one of the best restaurants I've ever been to.
I've got
I
to
love
get to Rabbit.
You have.
I feel like I'm missing
Good luck,
out.
mate. There's a 6-month waiting list
Yeah,
minimum.
I think I've been 4 times this year. I'm going one more in December. We've got a table booked in February. I intend to go every 3 months, no matter what. But yeah, they did a slow barbecued hispy cabbage.
Ooh,
and it was like, I can't remember how many hours, but it was like 3 or 4 hours slow smoked on a barbecue. Then covered in, what was it now? That's it. A brown butter hollandaise with a yeast crumb on it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not joking. It was, again, you put it in your mouth, you're like, how have you
If
done
you
this to
can make cabbage
cabbage?
make sex noises, you are doing something right, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
It was incredible. I was just sitting there, Ash was like, yep.
I love that though. She's always like, I know.
But it was just, like, you nailed that one. You couldn't have got a better, it was phenomenal. I really loved it. My last one, I'm going... place that doesn't get that much press, and I'd never really understand why, because as far as taster menu goes, it's one of the best we've got in the city is Folium.
Yeah.
And the lobster at Folium, that one course, it had the heads all like made into a sauce and the lobster was poached.
Do they still do the
was
ice
incredible.
cream near the end in the dessert bits? It tastes like what Christmas trees smell like.
No, I didn't have that.
Because I had that a few years ago and I came away like, what was that?
Like
Because it was
pine.
literally like eating a Christmas tree, but it was just delicious. And I
No.
came away like, I remembered that for ages afterwards.
No, but I was thinking about that. I could have picked a couple of dishes from the
Yeah.
Folium Day, to be honest, because it's so good. It's so simple as well. Well, I'm sure it's not simple to do it,
Yeah,
but
it's a
it
nice
looks
place.
simple.
It's a nice restaurant to just enjoy as well.
It's
isn't
great.
it?
I love it. I'm very happy sitting there eating.
Yeah, my friend Mark takes himself there like once a month.
Yeah.
As his man time, and he just goes and
Sits himself
sits,
in the corner.
literally sits with a book in Folium and just orders the entire like long tasting menu.
But it's one of them. Even people in Birmingham, even food people in Birmingham don't know about it. Like they're so under the radar. But it's just everyone I know that does go. That one
I didn't
number
even
one
realise
place.
they were still going. So
Yeah.
it's nice to know that it's still.
No,
still
it's
open,
phenomenal.
yeah.
You should go. It's brilliant. No one would ever regret going there. It's really good.
I've seen Mark in ages. He's still obsessed with bridges.
Yes,
Yes, that's one of the bad things about coming off Twitter. You
Yeah.
don't see Mark.
we
and
went
his
to
bridges.
do a raclette night at Arch 13 the other night,
Oh, nice.
and it was only meant to be a couple of beers and a bit of cheese, and it all got very whiny. But he's
The
good.
best kind of nights.
Yeah.
My top three. I'm starting off with the roast dinner at Polly.
Oh yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was very good.
I mean, I don't go out for roast dinners a lot because you do a good one at home, don't you? Yeah. But Matt doing it in the wood-fired oven. I was not going to go because they don't do roast potatoes, and I thought like, fucking hell, can you have a roast dinner with
Sacrilege.
no roast potatoes? Didn't even need it. It was fantastic. I love that. Honourable mention to the One More Oak.
One
Their,
more.
uh,
How good's that?
Yeah.
So good.
Their Sunday dinner. The stuff in there, unbelievable. Have
And
you
the
been?
normal food, not just this
Yeah,
roast.
the normal roast. Yeah,
As a
the normal
pub, the
food.
food's incredible.
Yeah, it's really good. My second is not another schoolboy dessert from Tom Shepherd upstairs.
Nice.
Have you been there?
No, that's also
upstairs.
one that's got like 9 million people
Yeah.
in front of you on
Yeah.
the queue list,
I think
isn't
the
it?
waiting list now is next Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
next
is.
Christmas. Yeah. But that
What, next
banana
table?
dessert, it's like it's obviously the banana shape. It's like a white chocolate shell with banana ice cream in, popping candy. Just ridiculous, but so good. Perfect way to end. Like just one of the best meals I've had this year altogether.
Yeah, nice.
Fantastic. And then my third one is the monkfish tail at Tropea.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Tropea.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
So good.
That's another restaurant that when you mention it, people just go, I love Tropea.
Yeah.
No one's ever, I've never
No one's
heard
ever
anyone
slagged it
go,
off
oh, I
of
had a
there."
really shit time there. Everyone's always just like, wow, the food was amazing.
Some of the best service
they're
ever.
having more space now as well.
It feels classy now. It always felt nice, but now it feels like it kind of matches the food. But the food's simple. It's so weird. It's like the kind of place you could go just for a few bites to eat, or like a special birthday
Yeah.
or something.
I went there
kinda
for my
suits both.
birthday and it was wonderful.
Yeah. I went for my birthday this year. That's when I had the monkfish. It's like
Yeah.
barbecue, smoky, whole tail of monkfish. It was just so good.
Thinking about monkfish, I had an incredible monkfish dish at Lausanne. Hadn't eaten Lausanne in years, and I went
Lausanne.
quite recently, and I tried the lamb Rogan Josh, the best Rogan Josh I've ever eaten, like incredible. And yeah, the monkfish dish had like an incredible sauce with it, and yeah, it was great. Lausanne, yeah, fantastic.
Indian Cafe Racer.
Yes,
Yes.
that was going to be on my list because what they can do with broccoli is ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the
Broccoli,
broccoli.
some broccoli.
They
as
do
well,
that,
man.
you know, they do the kind of the sort of deep fried chicken that's in the sauce, but they do a broccoli version of it. And when I went there a couple of months ago, the guy serving us was like, "Oh, like, honestly, just try this version," and it was incredible. Broccoli shouldn't taste that good. It was ridiculous.
It's the lamb chops there.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Literally, I was like, the fuck have they done to these?
So
They're incredible.
the rumor is that they're expanding it.
Yeah. Because it's beautiful inside. You walk in, I like the boozer anyway, but you walk in, you're like, then you pull back the curtain, you're like,
It's just very
So-
unsuspected, isn't it? You see
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
outside.
Oh, where's
you're
this
like,
come from?
So apparently they're going to keep that space, but they're going to open
Another
another
one.
one.
They've done a great job with that. Though.
Allegedly.
Word on the
apparently.
street. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That's worth another mention as well. An honourable mention is the Hare and Hounds getting food on
Yes.
now. That's when I had the Laura special as well one time.
What was the Laura
Caesar
special?
Caesar
Oh.
salad the side of chips.
Yeah. So
And that was great.
I don't know if this is a woman thing, but a Caesar salad with a portion of salty right out the fryer chips and a crisp Diet Coke.
I'm not supposed to
Oh.
eat it.
Oh.
The food wise, I'm all
I
over.
dig that. I dig that.
Stunning.
I tried it just
their
'cause you
Caesar
tried
salad-
it.
I should have put that Caesar salad on my dishes actually because I've had that probably 10 times, like easily.
I've never seen him so excited about salad.
Yeah, it's because it's
I
got
think
more
it's got a cheap thing
dressing.
called a salad. to be
It's
perfectly
baby
honest.
jam.
It's got more dressing on it than it has lettuce. Like
Yeah.
it's complete filth.
I love a good
salad.
Caesar sauce.
That is not a
Good
healthy
dressing,
salad.
yeah.
That is a dirty
But
girl
they're
salad.
Cuban, the pork one.
Oh, that
that's-
pork Cuban.
That nearly made my list. I nearly put that
Yes.
on the
So
That we had those at Moseley Folk Festival, and they were good before, but I don't know what they're doing at the moment. But they've
gone up
Yeah.
again.
Is anyone behind the menu? Is anyone?
Yeah, it's the plough doing it.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So they've got
Explains
their
it
little
all, doesn't it?
food. They've got a little food truck as well as the kitchen.
Yeah, death
takeover.
row sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's phenomenal.
Ooh, I tell you what else was really good. Deadbeat did a special weekend where they had that cheeseburger in a toasty.
Patty Mounts.
Yeah, I never.
Patty
That
Mounts.
was
It's actually
absolute
it's a
filth.
separate concept. I think. I don't know whether it's Sham.
I think it
running
was Harry.
Was it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, but
so.
I forgot what the name of it is now. I think it might.
Was
be
it called
Pat-
Meltdown?
Yeah, that's what it
That
was. It
was
called that.
really,
Yeah.
really good.
Was that, I think they're doing a few pop-ups now.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah.
Yeah.
Patty Mounts. Fantastic.
Yeah, they
Burger
were
and
really
a sandwich.
good. It's
What more do you
basically a
want?
burger and a sandwich,
Yeah.
and then you can have it with a nice beer in a place that's playing great music.
Well, Matt's there now, isn't he? Doing his pinata
Yeah, that's,
pop-up.
I had his
pop-up.
tacos at the weekend. They were very nice.
Incredible. I love Mexican food as well. I love it.
I'm a sucker
love-
for a
love
taco,
it.
man. My pal.
His tacos, the actual shell is beautiful though.
Yeah.
It's not just what's on them. There's actual thought is into how they.
And his wings.
Are they corn tortillas?
Wings are phenomenal.
The pressed corn tortillas.
Yeah,
yeah.
like taco, small,
Can't beat it.
mini ones.
When would you ever be too full to not smash a taco? Like,
know,
I
yeah.
don't care how full I am. Like, give me a fucking.
I'd like to see how many I could actually eat.
Yeah, oh, scary.
Tacos.
We should do like a
Challenge.
feeding challenge.
Tacos.
What could be anything? But do you know what mine would be? If you had to do an eating challenge and you were like, I could win that. Mine would be like Chinese dumplings.
Or gyoza.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
Anything
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
I will
same
take
one.
anyone on with that.
Yeah.
I'm good. Popcorn chicken. I could eat
Ooh.
an insane
Chicken.
amount of popcorn chicken.
Any dim sum from Chunging,
You just nail it.
I'd smash a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have a stack of steamed baskets, just waffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then entertainment from Will would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Talking about tacos, there's potentially the Takeover Fat Boy, London. He runs a festival down in London, and there's talks about bringing it to Birmingham next year. So, and it's like a festival full of tacos, essentially.
I would like that.
Yeah, just trying to find. We were talking about the Bond. Obviously, the Bond's gone for any events out the back there now.
It's like a wedding venue now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Slash
it's a
feeding
shame,
studio.
really. They sold
didn't know
the
this.
they sold the one part off, or rented the one part off out. So it took the traders down from like 10 to 6, and then they've just.
Is that why some of the stuff that's normally in Birmingham isn't happening this year?
Yes.
I did wonder what that was about.
I'll tell you a good space, cool space that's looking for people to do events is the Printmakers. Printmakers Arms. It's up by the BBC Studios.
Oh,
Up by
really?
MasterChef, yeah. It's got like all graffiti all over it. Looks
Oh, okay.
crazy, like it's really cool. But they're looking for people now. They're looking to do events and stuff there.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the square
There's,
footage. But
there's
yeah,
that
it's definitely-
one in Harborne as well that they're branching more out into, isn't there? You know, on the high street. The
Oh,
Morridge,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Morridge
yeah.
guys
Sort
are
of in the
moving
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of a bit hidden away. I don't think a lot of people know about that.
That opens next week. It's that Morridge
Yeah.
thing, yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Have you been to the Swan?
Oh, the Swan in
The
Chadderton.
Swan, yeah,
Chadderton.
Chaddersley.
Oh,
So he's
Chaddersley
the guy
Corbett.
behind Patty, not Patty Freaks.
Patty,
Dabblers.
Patty
Yeah.
Dabblers.
Yeah.
That's it.
So,
yes.
So did you go to the Swan?
No, not been there yet. And I talked to Dan quite a bit over socials, and he does like burgers on a Friday, fried chicken on a Saturday, and then like Sunday dinner sandwiches.
Because
on
wasn't he
a-
still with the guy from the Flapper until not long ago?
No. So he was helping Joe out at the Flapper
Yeah.
for a little bit, and then the Swan
Oh,
was
right.
basically given to him again in a bun
That looks immense, yeah.
at the Flapper. Joe was doing what's the sandwiches?
Six subs.
6 subs.
Yeah.
Again, great sub sandwiches. The flapper audience at the flapper didn't really get it. So he's done burgers now. It's called Inner Bun, and they are phenomenal.
I can vouch for that. They are very good burgers.
Incredible burgers. The beef that he uses, and he cooks them in beef fat, and like his buns are from Shokopan.
Nice.
They won't make you thin, but they will make you happy.
Yes.
That's the best one.
Yeah, good buns, good beef, and he's got a great selection of
And he's a
different
nice
burgers.
dude. He's a
Yeah, I
guy
love
on
him,
his
man.
own, doing his trying to make something for himself,
Yes.
isn't he? And
Yeah.
I love people who want to do that.
Going
for
for it.
themselves.
I want him in a not a better place. So I love the flapper. Don't get me wrong, I love the flapper. I want him in a busy place so everyone can try his food. He's from a chefing background, so he knows flavours.
Well, I went in before a gig and it was evening.
Really?
I think it just depends what day you go
What
in.
day it is, yeah.
If there's a gig on at the arena, the flappers absolutely
Yeah.
rammed.
I did say that to him. I said, if there was a gig on and you're not normally open on a Tuesday and there's a gig on, just open. Just offer people the chance to do it. Speak to the arena. Put I don't know something in the window, or just anything like that. But yeah, Joe. Again, another shout out.
Yes,
Good.
They
guy,
are very,
good
very,
burgers.
very good burgers.
Yeah.
So we've
We
done
like
that.
nice people doing nice things.
Yes.
That's what the
That's
podcast is
what
about.
we all want to talk about, isn't it? Is good
Yes.
people doing good things that make everybody else happy.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wankers doing good things. They can just.
I can fuck off. I ain't bothered about that.
So if we could end with just saying what we're looking forward to in the next year, 2025, or the end of this year. I think we all can mention one place if anyone wants to be brave enough to pronounce it.
The Bullazer. Is that what we're going for? Big Mamas.
Big
Mama group are opening a restaurant.
Yeah, I'm genuinely gutted because
That's
I
what
had to
we're going with.
cancel my lunch there today. But the venue looks incredible. The menu looks incredible. Yeah.
I've been, and it's beautiful for a start. Like, it looks like something out of a book inside. It's ridiculous. It's beautiful. My favourite thing about it was there's like a sharing carbonara situation, and there's a lot of theatre involved with how it is served to you.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
And it involves a cheese bowl and some swishing.
Yeah? Does it get
And they
everywhere?
also do a lemon meringue pie that looks
the
like a shark
giant one.
fin.
Yeah. Do we get this on Wednesday? Because we were all going to the party on Wednesday, right?
Doubt it.
I don't think
Yeah,
there'd be
we're all going to the
carbonara in the
walking around
I
a
doubt
massive wheel
it.
of carbonara.
But yeah,
Anyone for pie? Anyone for pie?
it's lovely. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the delivery of the food that's a bit theatrical, and they've hired extremely well. Like, there are some very, very,
Good.
very precise front of house people.
Yeah.
Just the fact they've chose Birmingham as the first UK.
That
Outside,
unit,
Yeah.
Outside
that
of London.
unit has finally become what it should have been.
Yeah.
Because it was always very, when it was what it was before, it was very cold, and it wasn't particularly inviting. I don't think this is the most beautiful venue Birmingham has had. I honestly walked in and went, like, proper took my breath away. It's beautiful.
I'm not missing not going today at all.
Rubbing it in.
What about
The
Clay?
carbonara, sweet.
He's going to Clay's next week.
Yes.
Yeah, Clay's would be cool.
Another good, interesting place. I didn't realise it was going to be where it is in that little bit of the.
Oh, do you want some little knowledge about that little place there?
Go
Yeah,
for
go
it.
Did you
for
ever
it.
watch A Feed the Same Pet?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know Bomber, the big Bristol kind of dude? Where,
Yeah.
You know, he lived in
Where's
the Black
this
Country.
going?
Oh no, yeah. Well, he got done up the bum back there.
He owned a gym, and the space where his gym was now Clay's.
Oh,
That was his
Oh.
gym, Bomber from A Feed the Same Pet.
Did you see? Did you watch Joan when it was on
Yes,
ITV?
yeah,
No, I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
There was so much of Birmingham in that. So
Yeah.
you know, what's her name? The actress. I can't remember her name. Sophie Turner.
Sophie, yeah.
She filmed a lot in Jewellery Quarter and in town. And there's a really lovely bit where she walks into Piccadilly Arcade, which
Yeah.
is meant to be where she works in a ring shop. And I was proper like proud mum. I sat at home like, that's so lovely. I know that place. But yeah, there's been quite a lot of like cool Birmingham cool stuff happen this year.
It's just nice to see Brum on the TV, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like proud dad moment.
And the MasterChef studios, and we've already said
Yeah,
about
that'll
Piggy
be
Six
really
and,
cool when
There you
all
go.
of that's all properly up and running.
the plans
that'd
for
be
that.
great.
And they've been filming loads of the Peaky Blinders stuff on in and around Brum, more out towards Black Country way, but
Still famous.
Brum on the map.
Next year, another opening I'm looking forward to. I love ramen. I love
Yes!
ramen.
Oh, right.
And maneki. Is it maneki?
Yeah, we're all excited
Coming
about
from
this
Worcester,
one.
I'm very excited.
Has
by
anyone
this.
tried ramen don yet?
Yes,
Good.
I like it. It's round the corner from mine.
It's in a really weird, like, Broad Street bottom
Yeah.
You
of,
sort of
like,
have to go behind Jimmy
down
Spice's.
and round, yes.
But the one that's more like a tonkotsu,
Okay.
that was delicious.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because that's a really strange place, but it's always been quite busy when I've gone in, so people must know it's there.
yeah.
But
yeah, how do you pronounce the one in Worcester?
Maneki.
Yeah.
I just put my phone away. I didn't wrote it.
But yeah, they're like award winning.
Yeah.
Hmm.
These videos are great as well that he puts up on Instagram.
Yeah.
He said we'll put them in the links. How to
we've
find
got as well, because obviously Pasture opened this year. I really enjoyed Pasture. Thought it was lovely. Got Cowan Sow.
Sow.
Yeah.
That's coming very, very soon.
You went there.
December
Was
the
it good?
6th.
Yeah, I went to one of the ones in Bristol, which is Pasture's also from Bristol. I don't know
Yes.
whether these two people who own it are like, fuck you, I'm
Battle
going.
to Birmingham.
Yeah, the battle to take over Birmingham. But again, that's going to be an interesting unit because it's almost behind Dishoom, so it's not on the main walkway.
Right.
It's slightly set behind
Off
it.
the beaten track.
But the food is of it. You know how Pasture's quite. I always say it's more like New York steakhouse. It's quite loud. It's and everything's done on the flame. They're more based on the flavour of the. They want you to know what the flavour
The
of the
flavour of
meat
the beef,
is,
yeah,
and
yeah. How long
it's-
it's been aged for. and all
yeah,
that, yeah.
and it's a little bit sort of less in your face aesthetically. But I think it's good because we've had a pretty shit run of luck with steak places in
It is.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
So
That's
I think
bizarre,
people going, oh, having two of them. I'm like, oh, cry me a river. It's like
Yeah.
there's worse things to have than two good
Yeah.
steakhouses in the middle of the city centre. Do you know
What's
what
the
I
one
mean?
in like Manchester that's in New York? It's in everywhere now. The Chinese one, but it's meant to be really good. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Steak place.
Steak place.
I'm not sure which one you mean.
Oh, that's gonna kill me now.
No, London's got fucking one every corner.
Yeah.
Stay place.
Good place in Manchester, Diecast. Don't know if you've been to Diecast. It's Europe's biggest beer garden,
Oh,
and it's phenomenal. They
I
do
do like a beer
barbecue
garden.
trays on a. It's a part of Firehouse, Ramona, and Diecast. It's all this Joel Wilkinson, I think his name is. If you go to Manchester, try it.
In fact-
I'd love him to come down and.
If we're hitting steak,
Yeah.
the steak they do, either size, at Chickatico.
yes.
Is that right? That steak
Chickateo.
is one of the best steaks I've ever had. I think it's phenomenal. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I'm
they're
on
doing
that
and where
one.
they're buying it. The steak is
I don't
phenomenal.
know what they're putting on it.
Don't know what they've done, but it's phenomenal.
I got it Hawksmoor.
Oh,
Hawksmoor, yes.
Hawksmoor, yeah.
I thought we
you
were
tried
getting
it?
a Hawksmoor.
Yeah, I heard that space where Mamma Mia, big Mamma Mia group's got in. I heard that was gonna be Hawksmoor.
Big Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia.
Mamma
So
Mia.
years
It's
ago,
like across
I
to Mama's
heard
house and big. Yeah.
years ago I heard it was going into what then became theatrics. On the square?
On the
yeah,
corner.
Perfect.
Yeah. But it's not
And
there.
then I never heard anything about it ever again.
That's a shame.
Might have to do some digging on that one.
I really like the steak
Spyglasses
Isaacs
on.
as well. The
Yeah,
steak
Isaacs
Isaacs
is
a good
yeah.
steak.
Do you know
Ooh,
what?
they do a good oyster happy hour there on a Friday.
Yeah.
I tried
do
the
like
burger
oyster.
from Isaac's, not really expecting much, and it was a great burger. It was a great burger, and I asked them.
When was that?
Middle of the year, maybe. I did
Yeah,
an overnight
they've had a
stay.
chef swap over.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, they've got quite a lot of new people in the kitchen.
It was to the point where I was like, that is one of Birmingham's best burgers. I know we haven't got many great burger places. We have, Meat Shack, your OPMs, and in a bun now. I was like, that's a great burger. Please let me come down and push that burger as much as you can. And they were just like, nah, it's all right. It's all right. I've just told you it's one of the best burgers in Brum. Let me come.
Spend that whole budget on the opening party.
Party, yeah, just trying to claw it all back.
I think everyone's still hungover from that opening party, to be honest.
Yeah.
That looked good in that Joan as well, was the Grand Hotel.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a few times?
It's quite hard to make the Grand Hotel look ugly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she is an absolute sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the bar? Madeline.
Madeline.
Yeah, Madeline.
It's a nice bar.
Great
isn't it?
Like,
little
even
bar.
sitting in the lobby, you're like, this is really nice. And it's a lobby. Like, oh.
Yeah.
The staircase and leading
Yeah.
down to Isaac's and that. Yeah, everything's.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So much stories there as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Happy with that.
Absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
Ah,
we didn't talk about Tiger Bites Pig moving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was on my list as well.
Tiger Bites Pig,
New venue.
new venue.
Yeah,
It's-
that's by
it's
the Grand
great.
Hotel, isn't it? Down the bottom.
It's opposite
on,
Hotel de Van. It's replaced what was Urban Kitchen,
Urban Kitchen.
and it's so downstairs is more like the old place,
Like it
seating
used
at
to
the
be,
bar, watching what's going on, and then upstairs is a lot more seating, and there's a bar.
Upstairs for date night.
Yeah.
Downstairs on your own.
Up there for thinking, down there for dancing.
Yeah.
Did it.
But the food is just as good
Just
as
as
before,
good
and they're
as
going to add.
ever.
I think they're going to take the menu and expand
Yeah, I
it
was
a little
chatting
bit.
to Neil about it, and the plans he's got for the menu
Yeah.
to come out now. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mentioned to that the beef shin bao with the cured egg yolk. It was one of the best things in Birmingham, food wise. Just I remember trying it and just being.
Even their
blown away.
rice bowls though that have got like tofu, like tofu it shouldn't taste of anything. Tofu tastes of nothing, doesn't it? And it's like it was absolutely delicious.
nice.
Just wondered what was on my head. I just felt something
Yeah,
wobbly.
do you know you're the only one still wearing them?
Am I?
Yeah.
On that note, at the end of it, I'll take them off. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I've just sat here with them on all. Yeah, perfect. Check out our pages.
Yeah, obviously links to both of their awesome pages will be in the
Like
show
Your Brum.
notes.
Vote for
Fat
Pedro.
Foodie. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Vote for Pedro.
Pedro.
Thanks again to Brendan
you.
and the team, head of steam. Who are you saying thank you to?
Please do.
Oh yeah, thanks to
The
these.
guests.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
I think we've talked about doing this kind of Christmassy podcast for years and
every
never got
year,
round to
yeah.
it.
I think next time everyone should walk and just everyone gets absolutely
Smashed.
blasted.
We
Loads
should
of
have done
We
it when
should
we
have-
all go out next
after.
yeah.
Christmas.
Do it.
Just
round two.
mic everybody up and let's just go for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Bless.
So thanks everyone for listening, watching, whatever you do. Thanks for all your support over the year and have a great Christmas. Happy Christmas, everyone.
Love
Happy
you.
Christmas.
So there it is. Mayhem over.
Just about. Jesus.
Hope you all enjoyed that as much as we definitely enjoyed recording that. It was so much fun. I mean, we don't need a podcast to hang out with them guys.
I'm doing it Saturday and Sunday, I think.
Yeah, yeah, just brilliant people. Massive thank you again to Brendan and the team at Head of Steam, letting us record there. Really appreciate it. They looked after us. And obviously, big thanks to the sponsors of this episode, JQ Bid, Jewelry Quarter Bid. Just awesome team who are really championing one of our favourite parts of Birmingham, really.
Yep.
Love what they do. Thanks so much for sponsoring us. We really appreciate it. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for all your love, support, listens, views, messages. All this year, like doing the video it's been fun.
Got a lot of good reactions off people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice to see, to be honest.
Yeah, it's nice, man. We love it, and we love you all for listening and watching. See you all next year. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.